Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, gamers. Hi, everyone. I'm Cease. I am here to play some video games, and I am joined by some fellow gamers. Say hello, fellow gamers.
Hello.
Hello, fellow gamers.
Hello. So I'm joined on my couch by borlonty, KaptainAhab.
Hi.
And SparkyPetunia, and we're going to play some RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 Time Twister. Real quick, before we get started, this run moves pretty quickly, so there's probably going to be a decent amount of detail we're not able to cover. But to give anyone who's scratching their head, what is a RollerCoaster Tycoon run, some perspective, we are using the Open RCT2 fan mod for the game that allows us to go into a fast forward turbo speed. That's what the FF in FF% stands for. And we're able to beat these scenarios real fast. And it's going to be a fun time. If you don't know what's going on, just enjoy the vibes. But that being said, I think we're just about ready to get started. And this first scenario, I'm about to beat it in about 6 to 7 seconds. And we're just gonna fly. So if everyone's ready, I can give the countdown for the run to start. All right, we're starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go, gamers.
6 seconds to get $1,000 a month on ride tickets, right? So you're trying to generate a lot of people really quick, buying
Easy
bunch
as
of things,
that.
and boom.
Boom. Please
And
clap.
it's done.
Gaming.
Clapping.
And now we're on after the asteroid, so that we need to get the park value up to 100,000 euros. So that's a lot of the predetermined roller coasters that are in there. We don't start. Cease doesn't start making the custom coasters until a little bit later on. So we're using the ones that come with the game first, just trying to get that value up, getting people to ride those rides, buy some things, pay for some tickets. That's kind of what we're doing right now.
We're increasing brand loyalty by making new rides.
Brand loyalty.
right.
There you go. I love it.
Keep brand
people
loyalty
interested.
for those. Always new stuff at our roller coaster tycoon extravaganza.
The one that is them riding a bunny on a rail that looks like a nightmare to me. I'm sure it's very exciting, but it looks so insecure. Now we're in Aliens.
Yeah, so for this map, we need to pay off the loan and get the park value up to 240,000 euros.
And then this is the first. This is the first scenario where Cease is actually building a custom coaster and saving it to use later for other ones, because you can do that if you build it in
Yes.
the game.
And we will need that coaster color, please. Sorry, I can give you more of a heads up.
You're fine. Your coaster color is Feth Yellow.
Beth Yellow, let's go. Thank you, everybody, for the donation.
GG's yellow.
GG's yellow. We will be using the yellow track color for every coaster in the run. I hope you yellow fans enjoy it. So here we're going to place, this is a optimized ride design that basically artificially jacks up our park value based on the fact that it's a super intense. You look here in the ride stats, super intense, ultra extreme. No one in real life would ride that. It would kill you, but it's okay. This isn't real life. It's just the fantasy of RollerCoaster Tycoon.
All right, now we're on to the Schneider Cup.
We're going to win the race.
We're going to win the
Schneider
race.
But
Park
first, we
value of
must max
150,000 euro?
Yep.
we must max out our loan.
Oh, I need to open the rides. There we go. Beautiful. Look at how well this is going.
Smooth like butter.
Yeah, smooth like butter. Next up, this is sort of the first scenario where we kind of have a chance to catch our breath a little bit because those first four move so quickly. Who wants to talk about disaster capitalism in the $20 umbrellas?
I would love to.
I knew it.
Because we can really leverage people's desire to stay dry and just really squeeze every last dime out of them. We can charge them up to 20 euros per umbrella and they will just pay it out of hand happily. So anytime it starts raining, we can use that to our advantage to just get some extra money real quick, real easy.
We have for you expensive umbrella. Any takers for an expensive umbrella?
It's everyone in the park.
I'll take 2.
Everyone in the park. And then you just get to watch them wandering around happily with your $20 umbrellas.
Yep.
$20 is a steal.
Yeah,
For our
I mean,
Ameri-
I don't know if I would pay $20 for an umbrella, but, to each their own.
For our American
adjust it
friends,
for
it's close to
inflation.
$22.
Oh, inflation, yeah.
Adjusted for inflation.
Well,
Almost
also you got to
$22
consider the
USD.
fact that it's a theme park umbrella, so automatically,
It's a novelty
Right.
item.
right?
You see, you're completely correct. Even if you get the novelty item, that just jacks it up right there. There we go. That was the nice chill one.
Yes.
Still super fast. Now we're working towards the park value of 170,000 euros at the Crater of Civilization. Doing a little twisty loopy.
Yes, and if anybody's wondering, this will be the coaster that we potentially crash. So I'm not sure where we're at with that incentive, but now would be a great time to read a donation or two while we place 10 more of these bad boys to
I
jack
have
up our park value.
fantastic news for you. We met that incentive.
Let's go,
yes,
gamers.
let's
Let's
go.
go, gamers.
Everyone, I'm so proud of you.
So
I'm
wanted to
proud of
shout
you.
out to Adorabibble for donating $50. They said, crash them coasties.
Yay.
Coasties be
Yay.
gone.
I'm so happy.
I
We also
promise
had-
it's going to be worth it.
We also had $25 from Photon. Here's $25 to crash those coasties. I love what NWLC does and happy to support all fatales everywhere.
Right.
All right, rock and roll
Rock and roll
revival.
This one has a few more stops. So you're doing this is the one with the roto drop, right? So you're doing the big towers as high as you can go, to make it as nauseating as possible for the riders because they love that. You got to get rid of all of the old rides. They're just going to be a waste of time, space, and money. But you also have to take out a loan, build 9 of these. So she's going to build 9 of these. Save that track so it's an easy build. Once you pay off those loans, doing a little bit of selling stuff, hopefully people buying umbrellas, that's when you get that up.
My favorite part of this scenario is that we delete all of the paths, so the guests are just wandering around in the middle of the field. Very
Yeah.
angry.
They don't know how to find the exit. Once the paths are
Yep.
gone, they're doomed. There's nothing they can do about it.
Nothing at all.
It feels like me at a theme park.
Oh no.
I
And
get
yet
lost
they
in
still
theme parks all the
clap.
time.
I mean,
still
at least they're so
platform.
proud of you. They don't hold it
They're
against you.
still so proud of me. They're like, you know what? I'm angry. I don't like you and how you've ruined this park, but I respect the fact that you won, so I'm going to clap for you.
They're like, it's really hard to run a park. We get it.
Clappies for park winning.
You did it so I didn't have to. Good job. Basically.
Hashtag clappies for coasties.
Clappies for coasties.
Yes.
Clappies for coasties, everybody.
Oh my gosh. If
Love
there's one
that.
thing you take away from this run, I hope it's the phrase
It's
clappies
that-
for coasties.
That one's going to live for a
know I'm
while. Get that path all the way around, right? Because you're connecting the two.
Yep, connecting two
Entrances.
exits here. And for anybody who may be a longtime viewer of my RollerCoaster Tycoon streams, this is a classic design right here. The looping coaster, if you've ever seen a RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 speedrun, this is basically the only ride that you build in the entire run. So it's sort of a throwback, and it is the last custom design that we do. So let's get that into that beautiful golden Feth yellow. And for our final run, I'll even do it on the car itself, our final design, I mean. And we even got yellow queue lines. Look at that synchronicity right there.
Gorgeous.
Something that's important to recognize about this scenario is that this is the first one where we have to reach a certain number of guests in the park. So that super long queue line is going to help us out in that regard because guests will enter the park and line up. And because the ride doesn't have the most efficient throughput, i.e. number of guests per hour that it can accommodate, we will have guests trapped in those long queues for a while, which is part of how we cheese our way towards that guest count. We also have the marketing mechanic, if anybody wants to talk about that.
So the marketing mechanics are really great because each one, it can give you, it ups your guest generation just temporarily throughout the time that you choose. So you can get that to really, really boost, just shove a ton of people in your park really, really quick. And that way they can really get some money generation, get that park value up, get popularity, and boom.
Boom, we did it.
Marketing.
Gaming. Marketing is powerful.
Highly ethical marketing.
Highly ethical marketing.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to take advantage of marketing and $20 umbrellas in the same scenario. That's coming up.
Yeah. That's when you've really reached your tycoon level.
So here in this scenario, we are placing 15 of these corkscrew coasters, which we will be crashing at the end of the run as a reminder. Thank you to the donations. While I place these, we can probably sneak in another donation or two.
I'd actually like to take this moment to announce that we have opened up a new incentive for unbeatable white label. If we get $500 towards that incentive, y'all have already donated $20. Way to go. Just ahead of the game. Oni will play a remix of Forever Now at the end of the Unbeatable White Label Showcase. So make sure that when you are donating, you are choosing an incentive. You can choose the Unbeatable White Label incentive, or you can pick that Boss Showcase for Princess Peach. We only need $1,800 for that to get that met. That is really close, and we're running out of time. This run and Neon Beats are both pretty short runs, so let's get that met.
I think we could do
keep
it.
the donations coming in. I think so too. I believe in you, chat. I believe in your capacity for generosity towards good causes.
Clappies for coasters and clappies for charity.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
So we are blazing through. Sorry, go ahead, Sparky.
Oh, I was just going to say that green arrow in the bottom left corner telling you those guests are pouring into your park. That's what you like to see. That green arrow.
It's the
If you don't have
hottest
umbrellas,
amusement park.
it turns red and goes down. So whenever it rains.
Yeah. Yeah, like, roller coasters are fine, food stalls are fine, but we all know that the real reason people go to amusement parks is to buy umbrellas. So this is a scenario called Cliffside Castle, and this is actually the only real, place in the run that you can, actually, lose your run. Because this is the only scenario in the Time Twister expansion that has a discernible fail state. Basically, if your park rating drops below 700 here, the park will close and the game won't let you proceed with completing the objective. So we have to be really careful about when we go into turbo speed. Something that's really, really important in this scenario is hiring the right amount of staff. If anyone wants to talk about the different types of staff that we hire, that would be great while I place these coasters.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. We've got handy people, we've got janitors, we've got entertainers, just people wandering around, just
in
tending to
costumes.
the park, and great costumes.
Let's see, we got a panda, an elephant, and a tiger.
Let's see. We also, depending on the scenario, we've got a knight in this one.
Ooh.
So let's go ahead and hire a knight. That sounds fun. Yeah, so pay special attention to that yellow bar in the bottom left corner. That's the park rating. And as we are placing coasters in hyperspeed here on this scenario, I want to make sure that stays roughly about 2/3 full. And if it starts to drop down further, that most likely means that guests are starting to get tired of all the vomit and litter. So now that we have all of our coasters, I can just spam out handy people. The handy people are responsible for cleaning up litter. The entertainers help give guests a little boost. And in fact, we're in the danger zone right here. We were below 700 for a second, but now we're up to 982. So we're doing okay. We'll be fine now. Entertainers give everyone a little boost of happiness when they come across them. And then there's mechanics who are responsible for fixing the rides when they break down. So all very important roles in the amusement park ecosystem. We do not hire security guards because they're useless.
Accurate.
Yeah.
No, they don't stop anyone from breaking your benches or vandalizing your trash cans. They don't do anything.
It's really quite unfortunate. So right here, we're trying to get up to 1,500 guests. There's a little bit of RNG involved in this scenario with the rainfall. Again, we have those $20 umbrellas. So we're a little short, so we're going to have to run another round of ads, and that's okay, because that just means we get to spend a little bit more time together.
Darn.
But there we are, steadily climbing, ride that green arrow, and we win.
Yeah, and you see how Cease is scrolling off the side of the screen. That is also to remove lag. So whenever you're not generating all the movement and the coasters and the sound, actually helps the game run more smoothly for her.
Yes.
Here, so you go to the dark corner. That's why.
Just hanging out in the void a little bit. The game can get really laggy when it's in turbo speed. Here we have one more scenario where we're just going to spam some of these air-powered coasters. And we win. All right, on to the final scenario. Sparky, this one's your favorite.
It's Jurassic Safari, everybody. It's dinosaurs.
Roar.
Roar.
Can we get some roars in chat? Roar XD.
Roar. This one's wild because you have to build 27 corkscrew coasters and stalls. So that's a lot. It's a lot you got to keep counting. You got to keep track of. Yeah, just getting 27 of those. Really try working on getting that turbo speed for researching maximum funding when you want to unlock something. Because waiting for something to get researched can slow you down really hard. So making sure you've got that. Now you're just keeping track, trying not to mess up the count.
Yep.
I'm not going to say too many numbers.
Well, fortunately, when you place a ride that has a duplicate name of another ride in your park, it adds a little number right here.
Oh,
so here
bless
we have
it.
00012. So I'm able to keep track of which one I'm on there, thankfully.
That's good.
Yeah. So Jurassic Safari is a fun one because it's kind of the culmination of everything we've done throughout the run. We're placing coasters where we're robbing our guests blind with our price gouged umbrellas, and we are hiring lots of staff. So this is the, in many ways, final boss of the category. And it's also my personal favorite scenario because it's kind of the one where you're doing the most different stuff.
Yeah, it's got a lot of variety. It's that the final boss is a really good way to put it, right? Because the final boss is where you've like learned all those skills, you've practiced them separately. Now you need to work at synergy.
Yes.
And also create many jobs for our employees.
It's good for the community too. Exactly.
Like a good tycoon.
Trickle-down
exactly
economics in action.
Yeah, that definitely works. Trickle-down economics works, people. In the fantasy of video games. Anyway. There's a couple of new stalls that we're placing that we haven't seen elsewhere in the run. We got that balloon stall, which helps give guests a little boost of happiness. We've got the food and drink stalls.
Which are my favorite.
Catch Ahab at the Nuggies stall. And we've also got the cash machine. When guests run out of money in scenarios that have money, they will inevitably leave the park. But if you have a cash machine in there, they will withdraw more just endlessly, like good little participants in this system. They will just withdraw money endlessly forever as long as they're happy. And we have basically robbed them of any autonomy in their decision making because we have cheesed the game to make them as happy as possible. As I wait for my money count to reach around 9,000 euros so I can start running ads, I want to give a heads up to the tech team that we are about a minute out from the end of the run. And if there's any last minute things my lovely couch would like to say while I run these ads, now would be the time to do so.
Clappies for coasties, everybody.
Clappies for
Clappies for coasties.
Clappies for
And I also
coasties.
saw some clappies for crashies. So
Clappies for crashies. It's coming,
So we've got them
people.
both going on. Yeah, this is going to be great. Good job, everybody. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Do you have a moment for a quick donation?
Absolutely, we do.
All right, this is $10 from BDLK Tulip. I think I'm saying that correctly.
Tulip.
I'll take that as a yes. A
Yes.
donation for the coolest and cutest runner plus couch combination in GDQ history. Let's go, Cease.
Thank you, Tulip.
Bunch of cuties.
All right, we are coming up on time here. I just need to run one more round of ads, and we are looking at the bottom left corner of the screen for that number that currently
everybody.
says
I'm so excited about
2,500
this.
to reach 2,700. So we are almost there. As soon as the objective window pops up, we are at, come on, time. There we are. Yay.
GG.
Hooray. And they let go of all their balloons, and we get to pop a couple. It feels really good. My
Feels
live
balloon
split
popping,
says,
man.
Yeah. My live split says that was an 1855, which for all the tomfoolery is a pretty good time. And now, I guess it's time for the big finale.
The big finale.
We are going to crash some coasters. So I'm going to pause the game for a minute, and what I'm going to do is, as you may have noticed, this is a ride that has an open track at the end of it. So if we boost the speed all the way up to its maximum, we are going to witness some carnage. There are 27 coasters to do, so this will take one moment. My friends on the couch, why don't you tell everyone where to find you on twitch.television?
Yeah. Well, first I want to say I love how whenever it ends, everyone lets go of their balloons and it's always in the pattern of whatever pass they were on as it's floating
Yes.
up. That's one of my favorite little things. I'm SparkyPetunia. I can be found at twitch.tv at SparkyPetunia. I'm getting back into that here soon, and I'm really loving this. It's one of my favorite games.
Yay.
You can find me at www.twitch.tv/borlonty, where I run some other games that are not this one, but are equally as fun to watch sometimes.
Including Final Fantasy X-2.
Especially Final Fantasy X-2.
Borlonty is a god at 10-2.
It's true.
Only on Thursdays.
Not 10 Tuesdays?
Always 10 Tuesdays.
Every day is 10 Tuesday.
If you try hard enough, that's true.
But I'm Ahab, and you can find me at twitch.tv/KaptainAhab. Just always having a nice chill time with the homies. Like
Yeah,
meow.
and you're going to run this game soon, right, Ahab?
I am being coerced into running this game. Not unlike you have coerced the guests into staying at your
Yes.
park.
Yes. And
If you lock the doors, they can't leave.
Hey, she's good at it. What can you say?
I am Cease. I run this game among many others. I'm in a real sort of era of running RCT, so you can catch me doing this at twitch.tv/ceaselessly. If you're interested in running this game, there is a lot of room for this speedrun to be further optimized. There's a lot of categories. There's a really hot individual level scene for this game. Speedrun.com/RCT2 or RCT1, depending on which one you're interested in. We'd love to have you. And without further ado, let's crash some coasties, shall we?
Clappies for
Let's go.
crashies, everyone.
Clappies for crashies.
Crashies. Hooray.
Blow them up. Blow them up.
The guests are in shambles.
Oh, yeah. And they're still going. Still going.
Ooh, we got some really good flyers on that one.
Yeah.
Those got some
There we go.
air.
27 crashed coasties.
I did want to take a quick moment to shout out to OSHA Inspector number 27, who donated $25. They said these parks are certified safe. No issues to report here.
Well, I can't think of a better note to go out on. Thank you, everyone, for having us. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Thanks for having us.
Thank